Welcome, my friends. Welcome. My name is Drake, and this is Touching the Edge. And if you would do me the favor, I'd ask you to take a nice breath in, an easy sigh. Let the breathing come back to normal. Welcome back. Welcome to Touching the Edge. And I'm so thrilled that we're getting together here for these few weeks. And so I just want to touch base on just a couple of details real briefly. Number one, don't forget, time doesn't just have length, it has depth. You know, there's certain people that when you get together with them, you get just a more of an nutritional experience, a more of a positive experience. And so you are one of those people. And so thank you for shining your light into this circle, because to me, this is a circle and there is no head to a circle. At some point, you know, it's like a wheel. At some point, each part of the wheel is the most important part. And so, again, thank you for joining me. Now, I want to also touch base on something I find very interesting. I have been told that if one is in a fire, you know, if you're in a burning house, that's important not to breathe in deeply the smoke. Don't breathe in the toxicity. You know, don't just take deep breaths when you are breathing in all the smoke. And I want to suggest that we are again told that this life is a burning house. You know, it's a situation that we know at some point we're going to need to leave. Everything has its ending, and that process of ending it filters into every situation. Every situation that you see people dealing with, on some level, they're dealing with the fear of what is and the fear of what might be. So don't breathe in the smoke. When you are seeing people who are caught up in toxicity, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you come to a house that's burning and people are coming out of it coughing because they breathe in that toxicity. Don't become angry because maybe they're not having appropriate behavior because they're so affected by the toxicity of the fire. What we're seeing in the behaviors of our circle, and I'm talking about the broader circle of humanity, is because of the fire of toxicity that's going on. But we have the opportunity to use that to be inspired by rather than to breathe in the smoke of. And so I want to ask you to be part of this circle of inspiration. It's an intent that comes from the heart and shines into the world. And I also want to share with you one thing that happened that was very, very funny to me yesterday, and not that funny at the same time. Yesterday after we hung out, I had an appointment, my first client of the day, very early, and I also had a cherished friend who called me right at that time, and I was trying to rush around to get things done before I had this appointment. And I'm in this basement with all this really, you know, this duct work, you know, the heating work for a house. And it's quite low level. And I was rushing around and I gashed my head and I fell to the ground and blood just began to stream out like I had turned on a faucet. And I had to put something on my head, and I was walking around and my basement looked like a crime scene. I mean, I was bleeding like I had never blood like I had never experienced before. And so I had to go to urgent care. And here, check this out. Can you see that? They put 4 staples in my head yesterday. And so this is what I'm talking about in terms of the burning house. If you expect this life to make you happy, you will be sorely disappointed. But if you realize that your opportunity is to shine joy into the world and to frame the life in a way that makes you feel like you're winning, in a way that you actually are winning, not just feel like it. You know, things are just going to happen. There's always going to be a fly in the punch bowl. Don't let that stop you from finding joy. And don't forget, don't breathe in the smoke. This life is framed by you. So thank you for your time. It is precious. You are the head of our circle. Here we go. Have the patience to surrender to what is. True surrender is not capitulation. It is the opportunity for genius to flow through you and into the world from you. I bring my hands together and I bow. And I say to you, Namaste. The light within me shines out and connects with the light that is within you. Have a wonderful day today.